What? What the business is, YouTube? This your boy Clarence over here at Pursuit of Freedom. Got the brain to you, my trade of the day. My first after hours action. And you know what? I got to add that up here. Hold on, what is? What's up? Can't spell. You know what I'm saying? Got to add that. First after hours trade in this piece, man. I trade this here NCTY in the after hours. I had all sorts of doubts about it because I ended up doing a little bit of chasing in this stock. I first spotted it right around 12 o'clock. But let's take a look at this here stock. Turned out to be a 11.5% gain in a matter of minutes. I didn't overstay my welcome this time. 1061 is the gain. In at 1545, out at 1722. Let's take a look at the stock. I was flipping through some more charts. Let's take a look at the stock. First of all, the daily chart. The daily chart make me nervous from the beginning. The daily chart make me nervous from the beginning, but I noticed that, you know what I'm saying, somewhere over here, you can't even see where the price action is, but from 1374 to when I first started eyeballing it, around $13 or something, that's up 270 something percent in 6 days. You know what I'm saying? So when I first spot the stock wasn't at $19. The stock didn't get to $19 until it entered the after hours trading. And just to show you the after hours, I'm gonna slide out my massive list. You see the after hours, this thing went nuts. It jumped a total of 41% in 35 minutes, looking in that box to top out up there at 2086, 2087, 2090, somewhere in there, right? In the after hours. Did this thing show the high day up here? 2094 in the after hours is where this thing topped out at, right? But during the day, man, like I'm in the central time zone. I'm up here in Iowa. And when I tell you that it is ice cold in Iowa, it is literally ice cold, as in ice on the roads, snow piled up everywhere. I seen a couple cars at a few houses I passed in this little neighborhood where I thought I was gonna pick up a load. Damn cars, damn near buried. So much damn snow on the ground. Have mercy. Hey, but let's slide out this daily chart a tad bit, man. I just want to show you, man, breakout formation, right? So when I first spot the stock, it's 12 o'clock Central Time. Not 12 o'clock, about 11:45 Central Time, so that is 12:45-ish Eastern Time. You know what I'm saying? I had finally got over to my spot. I went to check in to see if I could get a load after getting parked, and my load wasn't ready. They told me to check back in a little bit of time, right? So I say, fuck it, I'm sitting. I might as well look for a stock to trade. When looking at my list up here, there were a few other stocks. I see this BTCS up here. I'm gonna tell you why that's significant in a second, along with this here Mara. I'll tell you why that's significant in a little while. But both of those stocks are related to Bitcoin. I don't know if XNet is or not. I don't think so. But I know that BTCS and Mara are both Bitcoin plays, and they up here. So I'm already had it in my mind, but I didn't know that NCTY was too. Not at first. But it's a little iffy though, at least to me. And I'm gonna get to that in a little bit too. But anyway, so I'm eyeballing this thing, not reading anything, not knowing too much about it. All I know is that the stock could be getting ready to do something special. You know what I'm saying? It's close to 1 o'clock Eastern Time, just before 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Being there, I got here about 11:45 Central Time, so that's like 12:45 Eastern Time. The stock had pushed up anyway and broke above this here 1317 is where I got my green line at. About 1320 is the current higher day at the time when I got there. But it spiked up all the way to like 1345, 1346, and it pulled all the way back beneath the breakout level. So I'm feeling like, okay, maybe this might be a false breakout. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone for a little bit. This thing started to go sideways, and we do happen to get this here break. And this is the potency, man, of what can happen when the stock breaks. But like after I seen this here spike up and pull back, my doubt grows. You know what I'm saying? Okay, maybe it's a false breakout. I see it already done tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times, and it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It broke above it, but it came down. It's grinding alone right here. So I run back to the guard shack. I come back and it's still beneath. You know what I'm saying? 115 is still beneath, and it finally it popped, it spiked again. This spike was a little bit lower. It didn't get up to 1345, but yeah, it pulled back beneath. Me, I like confirmation. I like for a stock to break that level, and I want a candle to close above that level. This candle pushed above it, came down and closed beneath it. This candle pushed above it, came back down and closed beneath it. But we got one right here, baby. At about 124, we get a candle push above it, come back down and close beneath it, and then the next 2 candles after that is pulling back. I already got my doubts from 2 candles over here that gave me a false break signal. Another false break signal. Got a couple false break signals over here too. False break signal. So, I mean, I got my doubts with this here thing, and it's pulling back. After it pulled back, it proceeds to motherfucking jump. Jump all the way up to 1360. You know what I'm saying? At that point, like, oh, I got to get in. I'm thinking 1360 is where I want to get in at, but it starts to pull back, dropped all the way down to 1340. So 1340. So, okay, maybe 1340 where I want to get in at. It punches up, comes all the way back down in another candle. Down here to damn 1333. So I don't know where I want to get in at. You know what I'm saying? I find myself in the middle of a little bit of a chase because now we're above the breakout level. This green line is the breakout level. A stock can take the hell off and get to running. You know what I'm saying? And then we get another damn jambalaya spiking Campbell. Campbell just jumped all the way to $14 up here at $13.98. And I'm like, damn. So this thing first jumped all the way to 1340 something, pull back, get up to 1360. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing entry, pulling back, not getting in here at 1340. I had an order in, didn't get filled. The next thing you know is up here at 1398. I'm starting to feel like, okay, it's gonna stop. It's done. And I broke out and ran for a whole dollar. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what the news talking about. I come over here to the news. The non-signed legal binding cooperation and investment term sheet with cryptocurrencies mining investors led by Jinping Kong to start the cryptocurrencies business. Another thing too I didn't like was to start cryptocurrencies business. So they ain't doing nothing yet. That is kind of irrelevant being on what the stock's doing. So I mean, of course you want to go through some news. You know what I'm talking about? Where is that up here? Okay, but I see the pursuer term sheet. Term sheet too kind of threw me off. You know what I'm saying? So this is a term. Kind of sound like issuing warrants. You know what I'm saying? Which later on, assuming full exercise of warrants. So we're looking at the 9 will issue 8 million shares, Class A shares. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever this is equivalent, 270 at 12.33 cents US, right? Equivalent, I don't know, 3.7. I'm missing some meaning in here. But another 2 million, you know what I'm talking about? 207 million? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, whatever all this here means. The warrants will be divided into 4 equal tranches. The exercise price of 3 tranches, warrants, 12 something cents. You know what I'm talking about? Equivalent to $8. But then it gets down here, you know what I'm talking about? If the investors exercise all of the warrants, the 9 is expected to raise an aggregate consideration of approximately $34 million in this transaction from Class A ordinary issuance consideration. So consideration and warrants exercise. So I'm feeling like, man, I don't know. I don't know about this stock. The stock done already punched up, done damn near touched $14. Maybe $14 is gonna hold as resistance. It'll been 30 minutes now that it's about after 1:30. I checked with them back damn near at 1. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in there to see if I'm gonna get a load. I'm gonna go check with them here at 1:30 or after 1:30, being that it's at $14. $14 is a whole number. I'm thinking that's gonna hold as resistance. I go to the guard shack. They tell me that they don't have my papers. They don't have no bills for me, not matching my pickup number for me to come back check again later. So I get back to the damn truck. It's something that done broke $14. $14 down here. So it done broke above $14. When I got back, it was at $14.75 and pulling back. $14.75 and pulling back. I done missed chasing it from the break way down here where I got my false breakout circles at, right? The false breakout circles, right? So I done missed chasing it to 14, thinking 14 was gonna hold. I go check, now it's at 14.75. I'm like, man, this thing done left the building without me. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about doing some more chasing because this is cryptocurrency. That's Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin can do big things. Oh, BTBT is another Bitcoin. Another Bitcoin stock pulled back 8% today. But yeah, so this is related to Bitcoin. It's got my attention. I'm going to keep my eyes on it. I don't continue to chase because I don't know what it's going to do. This thing spiked all the way up to 1585. So if I could have got filled down here like goddamn 1340 or 1360 even, ooh, that'd have been a full $2 a share. I'm talking about in the money. You heard me? But then it starts to pull back. Whenever you get the big selling pressure, crack through my short-term moving averages. Of course, the green line is where I ended up getting in, but I got in after hours, and the black line was my stop that I said I will show you why I made those decisions later on. So this thing here pulled back. It's going sideways. I got my 50 exponential moving average up here in purple. Sometimes, I come in here and I go ahead on it. Picking this thing up some. Because in this case, the stock's price pulled back just above the 50 exponential moving average. That's why I have them on my chart. Now, the price action doesn't see this line, or does it? Or does the market maker see this line? I don't know. But the price pulled back to this line, the 50 exponential moving average, and began to push up, right? It doesn't hold long. It trying to retest the high day. It did in a way. It got up to 1565 then, and then pulled back. You know what I'm saying? All the way back to the VWAP. Now this right here made me interested in this thing hurt. It pulled back to the volume weighted average price I got here in yellow, and it held. I thought it was done for the day. The VWAP held. It reached down and touched the VWAP perfectly. Some people don't watch moving averages at all. Why does this chart look like? Why does it look like it came down to this price exactly? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see where it's at. It reached down, touched it, went beneath it just a smidgen, and then from there, it's on the way back up. Don't put moving averages on your chart. They gonna be on my chart, so weird stuff happens. Look at that. This thing came down and touched it, and then it got back up. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Right. So the market closed. I wish I would have bought in at the VWAP, but I didn't. Didn't get in down here at 1280, 1290. That would have been nice. I watched it at the beginning of the after hours. You know what I'm saying? Before the market even closed, I go back and check to see if I got a load yet. My truck is stuck in the damn in the snow because I finally go to try to move my truck. I'm finna slide up a little bit. I seen the truck move out of a spot. I'm finna slide up and get that spot and be a little bit closer because it's cold out here. I don't want to be running around outside in this here cold ass weather. I go to move my truck can't move. So I'm all kind of frustrated. So like, damn. I don't know how I'm gonna get my truck out. End up having to play Rockin' My Baby with that song bit to get it on out of there. But anyway, so I say I'm watching this thing here in the after hours. I'd have been here since 1 Eastern Standard Time. So it'd have been a couple hours. I ain't got no load. And I didn't think this thing was gonna do anything at first. Uh, the stock going sideways. It goes sideways, looking in that box for 9 minutes. I'm thinking, okay, this thing ain't gonna do nothing. It ain't doing shit. You know what I'm talking about? But in minute number 10, ooh, you get a strong pop. 76. Looking in that box over there, 4.76% in 1 minute off tiny volume over here. But before that, it didn't have any volume really. It ain't got nothing going on really. So when I seen that there spike, I look back and see the higher day. You know what I'm saying? I see the higher day is like 1580 something, and it's right back at that level damn near. So I said I'm gonna put in me an order. You know what I'm talking about? I ended up it spiked all the way up to 16 something, and on the way down, I got in at 1545 in this minute here. You know what I'm saying? It came all the way down to like 1516 before coming back up a little bit. So I set my stop right at the bottom of the same candle I got in. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be my stop right here. And the stock continued to push. I can get it to slide a little bit. Right? So the stock in the after hours, I'm in this minute, I'm out 2 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? The very next candle after the candle I got in, it punched all the way up to 1670 something. I already got $1 a share. That's all I wanted. Not trying to get too greedy. All I wanted was $1. 1545, 1645. I'm gravy. And it's there. The next candle, the stock spikes up to like 1740 and begins to pull all the way back to where I was just at. So I was like, okay, that's a warning sign right there. Because this is a doji candle. I'm thinking that the price action is about to reverse. You know what I'm saying? We do get a little bit of a dip down to 1638, but in that next candle, it punches back up. You know what I'm saying? I put me an order in at 1722 because it came up to that level and it kind of just stopped right there. So I entered me an order right there. The next minute, you know what I'm saying, it got me out. And it man, I got a little lucky. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It was slow to fill me. It gave me 59 shares at first, then it gave me the other 500 or something. You know what I'm saying? And then I get out at 1722. Decent little gain in a matter of just a few minutes, because sometimes that's all it takes. That's all it takes, man, is a few minutes. Then eventually I started getting sick. This thing at damn $18. You know what I'm saying? A few minutes after that, I'm feeling disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Feeling disgusted. 1970 Sam up here. You know what I'm saying? How many minutes is that? 5 minutes later, it's at 1970 Sam 1980. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit more time goes on, man. I'm feeling vomitous than this something. This damn thing get up to 2080 something in the after hours. Man, this thing is ridiculous. And the way that these candles was forming and moving, man, it was beautiful. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I had some excitement the way that these things was just punching. I'm like, dang, I could have rolled this thing damn near to $21. But I'm gonna get my little dollar and some change per share. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of there. Only had 600 shares, made me a little bit better than the stack. And that's it. That's all she wrote. I kind of think I might have to fuck with these here after hours. You know what I'm saying? I might have to see what's going on with these here after hours. Then the stock just went sideways for a while. And eventually, 8 o'clock is when the after hours close for most brokers. Some brokers are 24/7. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't even really want to mess with that because the volume is going to get even lighter. Look at how light the volume got after, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Now it picked up for a quick minute in the after hours, you know what I mean, between 4:15 and 4:30. You know what I'm talking about? 4:45 still had good volume. 5 o'clock, the volume is dropping off. Volume dropping off, price dropping off. How long I've been yapping for a minute, I know. Right at 20 minutes. I might be hooked in this after hours thing because stocks tend to do some serious movement, man, in the after hours. This one here really is related to Bitcoin. So if I can find one in the after hours or pre-market that's got some news, being that I was chasing this some bitch went from 1320 to 1585 in no time. You know what I'm saying? So no, I ain't get my 500, 600 miles today. You know what I'm talking about? But still turned out to be a good day. It's always good to have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? When the first plan A ain't coming through, plan B will come through for you. Hey, y'all already know what this is. You know what I'm talking about? This is a Bitcoin related play. I ain't trying to tell you to do anything. Oh man, hold on. It's time for me to go back. Goddamn. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is a Bitcoin sympathy play. NCTY. This stock is doing what it's doing. The news came out on the 4th or the 3rd. This news is on January the 3rd. The next day, that Monday, the stock open is running because people think that this thing is doing something that Bitcoin is going to do. Look at what Bitcoin doing. Look at goddamn Bitcoin. What the hell going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the only investment vehicle out here that can do this here. And talking about breakouts, let me slide your own bike, man. Yeah. That's when I first was watching it, man. I had a homeboy, you know what I mean, put me onto the Bitcoin thought, Bitcoin craze. We watching it over here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't getting involved, still ain't getting involved. You know what I'm talking about? We talk about it, we get above 5,000. Next thing you know, this goddamn thing hit 5,000 and blast off. Holy shoot. 7, 8, 9, 10,000. What is this? Looking at this. This TradingView. TradingView.com. You can just type in TradingView.com in your browser. You can look at stock charts for free. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't paying for TradingView. I'm surprised. Maybe if I did something, they might switch it back. They got the dollar volume in here as indicators. I do got a video up on how to use TradingView. But man, really, when it broke above 5,000 on October the 12th, 2017, it touched 10 up here, like November the 28th, 29th, 2017. And in another month, over here at December, you know what I'm talking about? December 17th, act like it ain't want to do nothing. This thing jump all the way to 20 in another month. Pull back some. It pulled back for several years. But you see where I'm eyeballing at when you see them lines. You know what I'm saying? When you see these lines, this is what I'm talking about. This is where I'm eyeballing this thing. I didn't get involved just a little bit. Bitcoin breaks 20 again and goes absolutely nuts. You know what I'm talking about? In 1 month, Bitcoin at 40. You know, I don't know what the hell. Why I can't get back to my original. There it is. Okay. Bitcoin breaks 20. I'm talking about getting to 19 something. Break 20 on December the 16th. Here we are, January the 7th. Not even a month. This damn thing at 40. 20 to 40 in a month. Bitcoin finna be at $50,000, $100,000, something down below. I ain't calling it. Don't buy it off what I said. But man, come on. The evidence in here. Ooh, Bitcoin do big things. So a sympathy play to Bitcoin. Glad I was able to lock in the game. Now I know I've been yapping way too long. Hey, this is feel free to subscribe to the channel. Give me the like, thumbs up, thumbs down. There's more coming. I ain't ever gonna stop trading in my life. Can't wait till I can trade full time. This is Pursuit of Freedom.